Welcome to Next Era Vision. Today, let's take a journey into India in 2050 and imagine what the future could look like. By then, India could look dramatically different. But how much of today's world will actually change? Imagine waking up in a city where clean energy, intelligent transport, and technology quietly work around you. Transportation may be one of the biggest changes, with cleaner vehicles and smarter cities reducing the chaos of today's roads. And India's cities could become greener too, bringing trees, parks, and natural spaces into the heart of urban life. But the biggest transformation may happen above our heads, inside buildings that can think, adapt, and save energy. Healthcare could become more personal, faster, and easier to access, even for people living far from major cities. Education could change just as dramatically, making world-class learning available to millions of young Indians. And India's young population could become one of its greatest advantages if today's students become tomorrow's innovators. But India's future won't be built by technology alone. The real question is how people will live, work, and grow together. One of the biggest questions is energy. By 2050, India could be producing far more power from cleaner sources. Solar power, wind energy, advanced batteries, and smarter electricity networks could completely change how cities use. And if energy becomes cleaner, India's massive cities could also become quieter, healthier, and more comfortable. Food production may change too, especially as India faces the challenge of feeding an enormous population. Imagine farms using sensors to understand the soil, weather, and crops almost instantly. Water could become just as important, with smarter systems designed to reduce waste and protect every drop. India's villages could also be transformed, with better connectivity bringing opportunities far beyond major cities. A child growing up in a remote village could have access to education, healthcare, and opportunities once limited by. Meanwhile, India's cities could rise higher, with vertical communities designed to fit more people into less space. But the real challenge won't simply be building futuristic cities. It will be making them work for everyone. That means planners may have to rethink everything, from housing and roads to parks, schools and public spaces. And the future of work could be just as surprising, as technology changes where and how people earn a living. Some jobs may disappear, while entirely new careers could emerge that we can't even imagine today. India's economy could become increasingly connected to advanced manufacturing, digital services, biotechnology, and space. And India's space ambitions could become even more impressive, reaching farther beyond Earth. Imagine Indian spacecraft carrying advanced instruments to study the Moon, Mars, and the deeper reaches of space. Meanwhile, India's digital infrastructure could connect hundreds of millions of people almost instantly. That connectivity could make India not only a huge consumer market, but an even larger creator of global technology. But rapid growth brings serious questions too. Can infrastructure keep up? Can cities remain affordable and livable? Because the greatest test of India's 2050 future may not be technology, it may be quality of life. And perhaps the most important change will be how Indians move through their cities every single day. High-speed rail could connect major cities faster, while electric transport makes everyday travel cleaner. Even the air above India's cities could become part of the transportation network. But the future will also depend on something much more familiar: India's people, and its culture. Technology may transform the country, but traditions could continue to give its cities their unique identity. Of course, 2050 won't be perfect. India could still face challenges involving climate, inequality, resources, and crowded cities. The real challenge will be making growth inclusive, sustainable, and useful for ordinary people. If India gets that balance right, 2050 could look less like science fiction and more like a remarkable evolution of everyday life. So when we imagine India in 2050, we're not really imagining flying cars and skyscrapers. We're imagining a country where billions of small improvements could completely change what everyday life feels like. And perhaps the most exciting part is this: nobody knows exactly what 2050 will look like. Some predictions may become reality, while others may surprise us completely. But one thing is certain: the choices India makes today will help shape the country people experience tomorrow. So perhaps the real future of India isn't simply about becoming more advanced, becoming better for the people who call it home. What do you think India will really look like in 2050? Subscribe to Next Era Vision and let's discover the future together.